down the track. Pair of pacemakers on the outside above the belt and Parks targeting 3 world lead. Klaudia Kazimierska took a brilliant silver, very good tactical run in Birmingham. She's got the speed and the tactics. Kazimierska, I wonder if she could have the pole in this race as well. James took a win before that at the London Diamond League. And Berke Heilo, the 20-year-old, holds the world leading mark at 3:55.56. She loves to run hard in the middle section of the race. And Tsige Duguma back with another 1500. Hiltz in good form. And a lot of these athletes played a big part in the European Championships in the 800 metres. You see Sinclair Johnson back on the start line after injuries disrupted some of her year. This board here, I'm loving this. Very useful for spectators and viewers. Holding up those important marks there, the target of 3:54. And a Polish record as well. We'll hope to hit. Big field here, 15 racers, 2 pacemakers, 3 3/4. Furious race to get fast pace. Who wants to settle in and rely on their sprint finish? Kazimierska looks like she's up for it here. Emily Mackay as well, the American, slotting in behind Kazimierska. For me, when I look at Mackay and Jess Hull, I think they're athletes that will be waiting for a fast race like this. They've shown good strength over the longer distances. And Kazimierska just off the pacemakers here.
The pack behind chasing Kazimierska, followed by Iwoi, Mackay, Heilum, who nearly took a tumble there, has regained her composure and looks settled again in the race.
And I think the red lights there were set on Polish national record pace, so okay, Kazimierska is ahead of those lights at the moment as they go through 800 metres. 2:05 for Ibardabel here, maybe more like 2:06 for Kazimierska and the racers. Hill, so they might not realise they're slightly off the pace at the front of the group. Isn't moving as fast as was anticipated. Ibardabel doing a great job just to... And this is a brave, heroic effort from Klaudia Kazimierska. She's had some fast times this season, a 1:58, a 3:50 last year. She's very much the Polish number. Anawi will be loving this race here, enjoying ringing the bell for the athletes as they flow through. 2:54, 2:55. Good job from Sofia Anawi. Good job from Klaudia Kazimierska.
She'd love to see a Polish victory today, as would 40,000 people here. Kazimierska stretching them out down the back straight for the final time. Iwoi then up on the shoulder.
It was perhaps a surprise silver for Dorcas Iwoi in Tokyo last year, but she's backed it up with some good season performances this season. And here comes Jess Hull, the Australian, has been patient throughout this race. She's tracking Dorcas Iwoi. There's been many races in the last 18 months where Jess Hull has taken it on and pushed the pace and then been vulnerable in the last 50. Today, the Australian is trying to take this from behind. Dorcas Iwoi is going to come into the home straight with a small lead, and the kick is on from the Australian. Jess Hull digging deep. A good run from Tsige Duguma. She's going to come up alongside Jess Hull, is she? Just before the finish line. Hull and Duguma. Duguma in the closing stages snatches the win from Jess Hull. 3:55.07, a world-leading mark for the silver medalist over 800 metres for the Olympic Games. It's been so interesting watching Duguma have a go at this event. A brilliant finisher at 3:55 over at the start of the season in Shanghai when I think she played it safe. And similar today from Duguma, a devastating last 80 coming from nowhere. But Jess Hull so nearly pulled that off, and the cheer you can hear from the crowd is 59, a huge national record by a second and a half or so.
Brilliant, brilliant on all counts. What a thrilling race, the closest track race we've seen of the afternoon so far. Duguma came from nowhere. And by my calculation, that's only her 4th ever 1,500 metre race. As you say, 800 her preferred distance. Expected of them after the second Diamond League victory earlier this year, but their confirmation, Kazimierska with the Polish record, Sofia Anawi, it was all about the bell, wasn't it, in the end? It had to happen.
I love her tactics this season, and she threw them all out the window, just ran hard. You can see here the clash between Mackay and Heilum. Heilum did keep both shoes. It's just a misunderstanding there. I think Mackay was running on the inside. Heilum probably didn't sense her there. We're just looking here at the closing 250 or so. Kazimierska, I think, would have been blinkers on. It's just willing herself towards the finish line here. But unfortunately, still didn't quite have enough for the win.
I'm surprised, actually, because Jess Hopness, we were talking about it with our Australian colleagues in Glasgow, and it looked as though she'd done enough, but look how quickly Duguma was closing that 800-metre speed, counting richly for Duguma, the Ethiopian. And that, for somebody who's still learning the event, that is impressive. And once again, poor old Jess Hull gets picked on the line. It's not the first time it's happened this year.
And that's so common when someone moves up from 800. This lightness in the...
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting sports content.